This hearing is being conducted in consideration of the parole application of Diana Bonilla, inmate number 389531. She is serving a sentence of 7 years, suspended after 2 years and 6 months and 3 years probation for criminal possession of firearms and offense weapon, possession with intent, failure to appear first, and violation of probation with possession of a controlled substance as the underlying offense. As of state records of such control eligibility, there is no victim imposed in the case. There is defender accountability plan that has been reviewed against the offenders currently in the Tier 2 program, utilizing the women's risk assessment board of the offender's overall support for recidivating falls within the median range. Ms. O'Neill, this is your opportunity to tell the board why you believe you should be granted parole. You may begin.
Why? I didn't hear you. Why am I able to get parole?
Well, this is your chance to tell the board why you think they should grant you parole.
I feel that I, deserve a chance because I finished everything. I graduated school, first of all, in here. I'm still in school for hospitality. I have a job. I work at 11:30 at night, and I did Tier 2 as well. So I am very remorseful for my offenses, and I just feel that if I get a chance, that I definitely know what I want to do when I get out. I have a plan in order, so I definitely want to, I am very remorseful for my actions, though. But I definitely have a plan. I want to, go to a halfway house and then get a job and do meetings and IOP or whatever I'm stimulated to do.
Okay, Ms. Bonilla, thank you for your statement. We do have...
I'm going to be honest, I watch a lot of these, and it seems like she's taking accountability. So, to be honest, I think there's a good chance that she's going to get it.
I have some questions for you. When we're done with our questions, we'll discuss the case amongst ourselves and give you our decision here today. We'll begin with my colleague, Ms. Smith-Palmieri.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So, Ms. Bonilla, I appreciate your opening comments and, your plan for wanting to live successfully in the community and as a sober person. But I'm interested to know why you were unable to, work the same type of plan when you were on probation. Probation seems like they were giving you lots of opportunities to participate in treatment, to, try and be a sober person.
Well, I'm not going to use excuses, but part of the reason, too, is my mother and my son passed away. So I kind of went on a different spiral down when I lost them. So that's kind of like, I'm not blaming it on that, but that was some of the reason of me losing control of,
Okay, we're sorry for your loss. It's got to be incredibly hard to a parent and a child. However, I think that probation was available. Probation was offering you an opportunity to get help and work through your grief. Why do you think it'll be different this time?
Honestly, I feel like I took everything seriously. Like, I feel more like, I'm getting older now, so I feel like I've been using drugs my whole life. So, I just feel like I'm done with that. And my mother and my son wouldn't want me to be on drugs. I just want to be... Don't mind me, I'm just so nervous. But I just feel like I know I could get it this time. Like, I know that I want it. Before, I was not, I'm not going to lie, I was not ready for it.
Okay. I mean, we hear very often that, wanting to do better, because we know that's not how a family member or a spouse would, that's no longer here would want them to do. I mean, I agree. You're 42 years old. You can't go much longer the way you're going.
Exactly.
Prospects are not good. And, you've been on probation. You've been on community supervision 5 times, and you've been successful on 2 of them. So do you know, or can you identify what was happening that helped you finish those terms of community supervision positively?
Well, I was doing, NA meetings, and I was actively having a sponsor. So I was more, I have to put structure on myself. So, that was really helping me when I, successfully have done it before.
So you think structure is a big part of you doing well?
Yeah, I did it really well because I did NA meetings and had sponsors, and I did IOP.
And those are all great supports for in the community. We know that there is success when you lean in to those sober networks.
Yeah.
I'm looking at your release plan, and you have that you'd like to go to the halfway house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who do you have for support in the community?
I have my sister-in-law. Well, I've never been married, but she's, her name's Rhea Langlois. She's been very great to me. I have, my aunt, Judy Vera. She's also, been really good to me. And I have a couple friends that are sober in the community.
Okay. And your aunt and your sister-in-law, more or less. Why do you consider them a good support? How do they help you when you're in the community?
Because they seen me before, and they know how I am and how I was. So they know when I'm doing good or when I'm not doing good, and they always are there to support me. I could sit there and call them at any time, and they'll be there for me to talk to them. And, and if I need them, they'll come see me as well.
I guess, it's only as good as you reaching out to them, though.
Yes, that's
if
right.
It turns into a situation like you're in for now, where you don't reach out to your support system, they're unable to give you the support to help you through those difficult times.
Correct.
You have 3 years of probation with this sentence. Okay. So how do you see that working? How do you hope to work with probation?
I feel like I'm going to be able to work with probation as well as possible. I feel like it's going to go great because, once again, I'm going to be doing IOP and whatever the probation officer wants me to, do, and I'm going to do more than enough, get a job, so forth, get back in society and prove myself that I know I can do it.
Okay. Well, if you're granted parole today, you will have parole. You have parole, then you have probation. You have a lot of, you can look at it two ways, right? You can have a lot of support. People who have a lot of resources can, help point you in different directions. But if you don't take advantage of it, we'll have you back here again, or this will be the end result again. Okay, and no leads on employment. Have you thought about what you'd like or could do in the community?
Yes, since I'm in hospitality right now, I'm gonna go for hotel management. Something in a hotel. I'm very proud of myself because I finally finished school here, and that was something I've been trying to do for a long time. Mm-hmm. So I'm very excited to have something to show when I get out to get better, have a better job and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. And we're very excited too that you were able to get your GED in there.
Thank you.
You finished Tier 2. I'm sure Tier 2 is a good program. You've had a lot of treatment though. So you have to really kind of make Tier 2 dig in to get a little bit more, to see things a little differently. Did you find it helpful, Tier 4?
Yes, I did. Honestly,
Tier 2. You did Tier 2. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, Miss Cohen's does it very different. And it was very, she got me speaking out, and, cause I always would not speak out. So the way she did her program I loved it. It very well fitted me. Like, it really helped me, be beneficial to me. It showed me a lot about myself, about my past, about where I'm hurting at and what I need to improve on, how I need to have a plan. So it was very, very good, an eye-opener for me. I loved the way she did that program, because it's not like she does it so differently. I don't know how to explain it, but it's totally, like, I felt that it really hit me, that everywhere I needed to be, like, it, did good for me.
Well, everybody has their moment, right? Everybody has their time when they see things with, little wider eye frames. And are you working at the facility?
Yes, I work in the night. I do, like, I clean the lobby.
Okay.
I clean the lobby, and I clean the front of the office, like, when you first come in.
Okay. All right. And I have a note. Are you doing smart recovery, or did you do smart recovery?
I did do smart recovery, but the problem, what happened was that I had school, so I chose to finish school first. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. And I have to agree wholeheartedly, and I started to say this before, that having your high school diploma will open some extra doors for you.
Yes, definitely. I am
Which
so
is
happy
important.
about that.
Yeah, you should be proud of yourself. That is a huge accomplishment. It's a hard test these days.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
All right, Ms. Bonilla, thank you very much. I have nothing further, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Ms. Bonilla, you're in the MAP program now, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Have you tried that approach before?
No. This is like the first time. Well, yeah, this is like the first time I did it. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Do you plan
it's
to
actually,
continue with it in the community?
yes.
Okay.
I am going low. I am going to go lower now that I'm going lower on my doses though. So
Okay.
yeah.
Ms. Bonilla, in reading your file, what was most shocking to me is that you really did not value your life at all. The things you were doing in the street were just so dangerous. And did you have other women working for you?
No.
So it was, you were promoting yourself online, just yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
I was at rock bottom. Sorry, I was at rock bottom.
Clearly. I'd like to know what kind of work you've done on yourself to really learn to respect and love yourself.
I worked on myself, like, by finally looking in the mirror and, realizing that I'm worth it, and that I do not have to, belittle myself like that I'm a woman with power, and that I need to be shown that I have self-worth. Even to, like, say that I was doing that, I can't believe that I was doing that. That's how low I was in my drug addiction. So
Yeah.
I don't, I hurt myself,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't, that's the old person though. That doesn't find me now. So I'm just happy that I realized that I could have caught AIDS. I could have caught,
Right.
something very serious. So I'm just happy that
Or you could have been harmed physically too. You
Yeah,
never know
yeah.
who you're meeting up with.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely. Yep.
Okay. You have a newer boyfriend. How did you meet him?
I met him through a friend. So he's, I met him through my friend, and he's been very helpful to me.
Is he in
He doesn't-
recovery?
Yes, he doesn't do drugs, though. I never did. So
Wait, did you say he never did, or yes, he's in recovery?
yeah, no, he never had a problem with drugs.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah,
So he's sober. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
he's a very good. Actually, I'm happy I have him in my life. Honestly.
What does he do for work?
He works at what is that show called? Sam's Club. He works there. He works at a gas station full time. He's been working there for 8 years, so
Very nice.
yeah.
Okay. You also put some blame on the probation officer, and I understand not everyone has a great relationship with their parole officer, probation officer. I would suggest to you that you need to build other relationships and have other supports, because you won't always be on parole and probation anyway. right?
Yes,
That time
correct.
will end. So build a support network for yourself so you have other people to turn to if you don't have a great relationship with your parole officer or probation officer. Okay?
Yep. That was quite my fault too, though, because I should have opened up a little bit more. So I can't just put the blame on her. You know, I'm the one that didn't ask for the more help. So
It's very clearly all drug related. So build as many sober supports as you can. And there's a lot of help out there today. You mentioned the meetings, IOP, there's CCAR, you can get a recovery coach, groups all over the place. So,
yeah, I'm
definitely
very
focus
aware.
on that. Okay.
Yes, I am. I'm so happy to finally, you know, because I never really did the meetings like that. So I'm really happy to finally, you know, not be scared and go through everything. And I'm going to do 90 days and 90 meetings when I get out, you know.
Perfect.
So
that's a great idea.
That's something that I want to do for myself.
Okay. Thank you. Mr. Rodriguez.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Ms. Bonilla, first of all, I'm sorry for the loss of your mom and your son. I know it's been very, very, very difficult. I'm going to be honest with you. I am a little concerned because of your history, especially your drug history and the drugs that you were utilizing, which are very, very difficult to come off of. And, you know, and I'm really not hearing a lot of more solid support for yourself on the outside already set up. Not that you're not thinking about support, because you are, but that it's not that you haven't really made some arrangements to kind of have some of that in place. So, you know, whatever happens today, you know, I'm kind of hoping that you know, arrange that for yourself, begin to set those things up before you come out. So you're not, you know, struggling to do that when it happened, when you're out, and having to deal with it when you're out. And you're kind of beginning to arrange those things. Because, you know, again, you were, like you said, you bottomed out.
Mm-hmm.
And the world is very stressful now. You know, it was when you were out, and it's even more so now, more so stressful. And you're facing lots of obstacles when you come out. So, you know, I hope that you utilize your probation officer and your parole officer when you come out, and that you really have your plan set up, no matter what happens today, before you come out. So even if something good happens for you today, that you start working on it before you leave, having those things in place, where you're going to go to meetings, maybe pick up a sponsor, connect with CCAR, like the chair pointed out to you, that those connections are made before you leave. Because, you know, your history shows that you struggle when you come out.
Yes, but I know, I definitely see that. I definitely see that.
Yeah, I know you do. Because I hear some of the changes in you, and you're talking this morning. And congratulations on getting your GED.
Yeah,
that is
thank
a
you.
big accomplishment, as all of us have said already.
Thank
I don't
you.
have a lot of questions. I think the chair and my colleague did a very good job of asking you what we need to ask. But thank you so much, and listen, good luck to you, okay?
Okay, so
Thank you. And now we're gonna talk about your case now. Ms. Palmieri, what are your thoughts?
Thank you. So, I hear a lot of positive change from Ms. Bonilla. She's been working on herself. She's been participating in mental health treatment and substance abuse treatment. I appreciate that she's giving a lot of thought to what she needs to do in the community. I think I would agree with her. She seemed to have hit rock bottom and has addressed a lot of those feelings she was having at the time through her mental health and through her treatment. She's got a plan to go to the halfway house. I think that with her GED, it'll help her get a job. She may have to take a few before she gets her dream job there. She seems to have good support in the community. So I would be in favor of granting discretionary parole today.
Thank you. I agree, Ms. Palmieri. Most importantly, I do believe at this point, Ms. Bonilla is motivated to change her ways, change her thinking, change her entire life, and I'd like to try to help her if we can. Mr. Rodriguez.
I'm in agreement, Madam Chair. I do share the concern of her not being that prepared yet. I'm hoping that she takes the time for herself to kind of get prepared, but I'm in agreement with discretion for real estate.
Thank you. In the matter of Diana Bonilla, inmate number 389531, I'll move to grant parole effective, it's on or after today, June 20th, 2025, with the following conditions. no contact with your co-defendant, Adrian Cardona. You're paroled to a halfway house. No consumption of alcoholic beverages, and a mental health evaluation with treatment if it's deemed necessary. Is there anything else?
I was wondering the status of your license, Ms. Bonilla. You have some driving under the influence. Is your license still suspended?
My license, I have to retake the license. So, when I get out, I'm gonna pay the fee that I have to pay, and
Okay.
then, well,
So
that's
no driving
gonna go.
without-
That's gonna go
we'll
down.
say-
No driving. No driving.
We'll
for
say
me.
without the parole officer's permission. When you
Yeah.
get your license, you can drive, but no driving without your parole officer's permission. Is there a second to the motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, congratulations. Keep doing the work,
Thank
okay?
you.
See?
Thank you, guys.
So good for her.
Have a nice day.
But like I said,
Yes,
and
will.
like I always
Thank
say,
you.
stay blessed and stay free. And to be honest, hopefully she does go with her life. Have a good rest of the day.